Hey guys, it's Kieran, and in today's video, I'm not going to be breaking down mechanics, tactics. We're going to play a game today, all right? So, what we're going to do is we're going to rank client acquisition methods for personal trainers who want to scale their business online. And up the top here, we have referrals, we've got cold DMs, we've got warm DMs, we've got free challenges, YouTube, ads, Instagram, TikTok, low ticket offers, high ticket offers. I'm going to rank them from S tier to D tier. And the sort of thought process is going to be effectiveness slash how leveraged it is, right? And at the bottom, it's just a complete waste of time. It's not effective. It's not leveraged. So we'll go with high ticket first. Personally, right? High ticket. If you really want to scale your business online and actually have the cash flow and capacity to keep scaling and help more people and hire people, delegate, whatever it may be, you have to be running a high ticket offer. I'm not saying you can't run a low ticket, but if you're only doing low ticket, you're going to struggle. You're going to hit that ceiling much faster. For me, high ticket, whether you're a beginner or experienced, just by having one flagship offer is going to create you the most leverage to scale it. Okay. Obviously, the caveat is that it has to be very positioned. You have to be talking to one person. It has to be an outcome driven offer. And you have to be fucking good at what you do, right? You can't just be a shit coach and run a high ticket offer. It doesn't make sense. So I'm going to go S tier with this one. Now, where am I putting low tickets? Because am I just going to shit on low ticket offers because I'm all about high ticket? No, there's a time and a place. And I've actually used low ticket offers in the past. There's a time and a place for it, right? And it's what I call a filtration offer. When you start to get a big following, there is obviously going to be a lot of people that you're not utilizing and that you're not generating cash flow from who are either not ready or they just simply can't afford your flagship offer. So it's called a filtration offer and it helps you get people into the paid ecosystem so then you can actually sell them onto the high ticket later. So with that being said, like on its own, it's not very good, but it can be used and there's a time and a place for it. So I'm going to put this in C tier. So let's go on to some sort of media channels now. So let's go with TikTok. Now, TikTok is decent for generating views, but the problem with TikTok is it's the worst platform for buyer intent. Like the people that use TikTok regularly, often just looking for a quick dopamine fix, their brains are the most fried. They're the less likely to show commitment. But if done well, it can feed into your other channels. We use Instagram as like the website. Then we have YouTube, bottom of funnel. But TikTok is also a top of funnel mechanism. And with a business account, you can have the link in bio and you can have your VSL in there, your YouTube channel in there. So, it's as a way to generate attention, it's decent, but you don't really, not able to really have good conversations on there. It is purely just short form content and there's not really any sort of supporting features around it for online fitness coaching, I would say. So I'm going to put TikTok in C. It's not the worst. Like it's good enough that it's still worth using for sure. Let's go for Instagram. Now, Instagram is A for sure, right? Instagram acts as your website, right? You've got story, you've got DMs, you've got a variety of different styles of content that work on there pretty well. And then obviously you've got your profile, which there's a lot more real estate than like YouTube and TikTok. Like, you've got the highlights, these pin posts, you've got a longer bio. And this is really the main hub of where people will come. And when they have that first impression, you've got a lot of things on there that, you can use to tell people who you are, what you do, and what you can help them with. And people tend to browse a lot more on Instagram, like snoop around people's profiles. Whereas TikTok, people don't tend to do that as much. They usually just scroll whatever comes to their feed. So yeah, A tier for Instagram for sure. Let's go with paid ads. Now, there's a lot of nuances with paid ads. Is it leveraged and effective? Yeah, obviously. People are making a fucking shit ton of money from it. But the people who I tend to work with the most, who are doing from anywhere from between 0 to 10K per month in their online fitness coaching business, is ads the most effective strategy for them? Probably not, because you're going to end up dumping a load of money into ads because really when you use ads, you're buying data, you're buying impressions, and you're trying to pay to get to the point where something works. But unless you have a strong proof of concept, you're selling consistently, organically first. You're getting a lot of people say yes, and you've got all your systems dialed in so that you can generate attention, nurture them, convert them into calls, have them to show up to the call, and then actually close the call. You have to have a solid proof of concept there, and your offer needs to be like very good, and you need to have product market fit before you can actually justify ads. People jump into it way too early, wonder why it doesn't work, or wonder why they end up just flushing money down the drain. So with that being said, there is some nuances around it. Personally, most people I've gotten results for, that's been without ads. So that, again, it's like there's a time and a place. Just because of what it's capable of, I'm going to put it in A tier. But if it was just purely on my target audience, probably who's watching this video, like if you're a personal trainer looking to go online, then it's probably more going to be like C. But let's go B, right? Find a little middle ground there. Next, we've got YouTube. Fucking no-brainer. It's going straight in S tier. Like with YouTube, people only post short form content and they wonder why they can't convert people. Because when someone follows you for the first time, that's the start of what I call the buyer's journey. The buyer's journey is the time it takes to convert a lead into a client. And you can reduce that time by like 10x by harvesting watch time, by pre-selling, by building trust. Now, what's the best way to do that? Making one 30-minute YouTube video just takes 1 hour of planning it, scripting it, and then obviously 30 minutes to record it. To create 30 reels, each one could take, 30 minutes. Yeah, so another thing to consider though is when someone watches a reel, you're front of mind for like the length of the reel and a short time afterwards. And then they're on to the next video and you might be like one of 50 videos that they're watching. Whereas YouTube, people go grab a coffee, they sit down and they watch it. So the nurturing power that happens by someone sitting down and committing their time to watching your YouTube video is way, way higher. So YouTube is definitely S tier. And it's like the foundation to me being able to convert people into clients like literally on the same day. Because by the time they book a call, I've already had them watch 2 hours worth of content. And these are like assets that you use over and over again. Like when you post a piece of content on Instagram, it's a one and done situation. It gets a spike in views and that's it. So yeah, 100% S tier. Free challenge, no, I don't like them. They're terrible. Like the type of people it attracts, the effort it actually takes for the amount of return you get, trying to upsell them to a high ticket program after a free challenge is a nightmare. Yeah, personally, if I want to get an outcome and I'm genuinely serious about doing it, I'm going to go straight to the best solution. I'm not going to mess around with like novelty, quick dopamine fix. So in terms of the amount of effort you're putting in and the leverage it creates, it's a waste of time. You're better off attracting, like positioning yourself in a more premium way so that you just get the right people in the first place. Next, we've got warm DMs. Yeah, it's S tier. Like you as the leader and the coach have to be the proactive one. Like you can't expect people to be proactive. They've got their own lives going on. It's not a priority. It always falls to the back of their mind, even though deep down they want to change. So by you being proactive and reaching out to them when they've shown interest, liked something, commented, or followed you, you're intercepting that thought as soon as it happens. The nuance being that the sooner you reach out to them, the better, while, the reason that they followed you is still top of mind. And yeah, this is by far the best way, especially if they come from YouTube. Click your Instagram in the description and they're already nurtured first. These are some of the easiest conversations you'll ever have and the easiest calls you'll ever book. 100%. Whereas let's say if I just treated my Instagram followers like a number and I wasn't curious about where they came from or why they followed me, then all those people who become a client from my YouTube, like from watching my YouTube first, would have just slipped through the cracks. But by you reaching out to people, just being proactive, sending a friendly message, you're just intercepting people, right, when they've shown interest. And it means that you're identifying these hidden buyers who aren't quite at the point of reaching out to you. Next is cold DMs. My God. Any business coach that tells you to do this is kind of it's quite simply a moron, to be honest. Like, there should be absolutely no reason why you should have to send cold DMs in 2026. It's almost like just going door to door asking people if they want to lose weight like it's stupid and it's fucking draining and it's soul destroying. And I don't want to run my business like that. I don't know about you. It's not necessary, that's for sure. So yeah, don't do that. Don't listen to any coaches that tell you to do that. Focus on positioning, actually giving yourself a competitive advantage, actually using leveraged marketing and having, stuff do the heavy lifting for you. For God's sake, run ads over doing that, please. Don't send cold DMs. And last, we've got referrals. So referrals, definitely good. A tier for referrals. Like the amount of momentum referrals can generate you for basically doing hardly anything except for just being a good coach and running your program is crazy. Especially if you have it systemized as well, where there's multiple touch points and opportunities for people and incentive for people to bring people in, and you're making it known at the right times after people get like wins and results and things, and when their like mood is elevated. It's great, especially for a fitness offer as well, because like we're talking about the masses here, especially if it's a body transformation offer. Like a lot of people are going to want that. So if they see results and they vouch for you and they even just know one person that they can bring on board, sometimes that can often just completely eliminate the negative effects of churn, like people leaving your program, because you've got the referral systemized. So it's like, by the time someone leaves your program, you've already got a new person in without actually doing anything. So yeah, referrals, if systemized, can be a win. So yeah, that's it, guys. So I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.